Hi there, in this video I will show you my 5 techniques for creating more interesting hi-hats. We will go over simple techniques like adding velocity, adding ghost notes, to some more complex like writing automation lines and adding LFOs. So at the end of this video you will have arsenal of tools at your disposal to creating more interesting hi-hats in your tunes. So if you don't know me yet, I'm Michał, and over the last 6.5 years I've been working with music producers, helping them finishing tracks, create reliable music production process, fine-tune their sound so they can release their music. I run 2 music production communities where my students have finished over 900 tracks. If you want to work with me to help you with your music production process, to help you with accelerating your career and growing your skills, check out the links in the comments. All right, so without further ado, let's dig in. So this is the project we will be working on. So let's write some open hi-hats, which are cornerstone of every tune. So we're going to write something like simple on an offbeat. So let's choose some hat, and simple tip, if you've probably seen me doing this. If you're new to this channel, I work on drum racks where I have plenty of hi-hats, and I can choose like really quickly which hi-hat I'm going to use. So let's try with this one, and okay, simple, make it okay. So the first technique will be adding velocity. So as you can see, when I click on Control or Command on Mac, I can highlight the velocity I have. So it's all equal and it sounds robotic. So we don't have this situation in real life, like when you have a drummer and he's hitting the hi-hat, he will always do it differently. Like there will be different volume, and the changes in the volume we call dynamics. So to add dynamics, we need to make some differentiations here. So we want to have one that is quieter, one that is louder, for example. And we already have like tick, 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 tick. Yeah, every time there is an accent, I can feel my body is moving. So this is the most important bit, that you add velocity to your patterns. So let's take it a step further. And the second technique will be about using ghost notes. So ghost notes are really quiet sounds that kind of add depth and interest to the whole pattern, and kind of like create this additional layer of Q&A between elements. So originally we do that by just adding some simple notes really here, like really quiet. So let's do it like that, and let's maybe compare it, the first one and the second one. Maybe. Yeah, so we can have it like that, why not? So let's take it a step further, and in this instance we will add those extra elements, but on different sounds. So let's have it, this one here. Let's add some, I'm just going to post it randomly and then tweak it here and here. And then let's do something like something at the end that will kind of like finish the whole sentence. And let's check how that sounds. Okay, I like that. Okay, so let's leave it just one of these. Okay. And now with this one really sounds well. It's kind of off, different sounding, and I like how it's kind of like, let's, yeah, it's way better. So, and this one, it's called 55. So we're gonna add some effect to make it even more interesting. So this is this guy. So let's add, for example, echo with a bit of reverb on it. So just on this one single note, we're gonna have an effect. Yeah, sounds really, really nice in my opinion. And let's take it a step further and let's add a bit of randomness to this thing. So let's, here in the velocity or in the MIDI editor, you can like open the velocity or the chance line, and we have it here. Let's, no, we don't have it. Yeah, let's have it here. So I'm gonna add chance to this guy so it's not every time, and I'm going to add it maybe once again, but with really low possibility, and I'm gonna add some more maybe on this guy, but again with really low probability. This guy, I'm gonna change the probability as well. I'm gonna change the probability of this guy as well. So in this instance, we can have this sequence be played for a really long time, and with all those possibilities, all those chance parameter happening, we can have different pattern different times. So let's so it's really I think alive now, and this what makes it really interesting, and you can play this pattern for a really long time. So our next technique will be playing with groove files. So groove files are really nice, and especially we can use them like on this pattern as well. So we can like have a listen to some grooves I already selected. So let's say like Calypso, where do you have it? CC Calypso. I like it, and let's hear it in the context. Okay, so I have this G Jum something. Let's. And there is this one. I think this one fits the best, but it's obviously my choice. You can think differently. So I'm going to apply this. So what you do, you just copy it here, and then you go here and then highlight. And then you can set some parameters like how the velocity is going to affect the notes we already have, how the timing is going to be affected, how changed by this groove file. And then you can add some randomness, which is really nice, but I advise it to use it with really low. So we have a bit of change, and since we already had some changes in the velocity doesn't work that much. It adds a bit, but you can see the difference it makes by pressing this button. Yeah, so now we can see that the notes are kind of off, adjusted to that velocity file. And this is nice. And let's take it a step further. So what we can do now is we can create 16 note pattern, basically just dragging this to new line. So I'm going to take it here, and then you see we have 16 note pattern based of that groove hat. So what we can do now is find the sample that will work best and tweak it. Okay, so I like that short one, but I want to have something longer, so I can. Okay, this is okay. Let me just see. I'm gonna change its. Yeah, so I can have some. Okay, so this is like an instant win. I can do. Let's pan it over. Let's loop it. And then let's tweak the sounds, for example, adding some attack. When you add an attack, it's kind of like starting to sound a bit more shakery. Yeah, and now I can add some automation. So what I like to do is to play this section of the tune, have all the automation arms off, and then I'm going to press the recording and play with the decay. Yeah, and now you see I have this all being recorded. So let's listen. Yeah, I don't actually like that one. So to take it to the next level, we can add an LFO, and I already see that I have it mapped here. So I'm going to add an LFO to that attack thing. So you see the depth is minimalized. Here I have only small percentage, so the attack kind of like drifts around this value. So what it does is add that extra automation, extra lightness. Let's have it more. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, so this is nice. What we can do as well is, for example, map it to another parameter. Let's map it to, for example, transpose. Now we have this kind of like drifting pattern. Yeah, I'm going jazz. You could do it with LFO, or for example, like have it, if you would play this, let's say you're gonna play it 2 times. So it's like 2 bars. And then on the second bar, you can write this automation by yourself. For example, that it's this LFO is kind of like speeding up the whole thing, or like going up in the with pitch. Yeah. So. Now, for example, here, let's go down. Yeah, so you can do that with LFO, we can do that with automation. LFO is like only gonna have some, this change based on this shape. With automation, we have more precision, more control over the effect we're going to achieve. So this is it, my friend. I showed you 5 techniques for adding some interest to your hi-hats. I hope this was useful. I hope this inspired you to tweak your hi-hats and to make them more interesting in your tune. If you want to learn more from me, check out this video, let me know in the comments, and hit the like button. Till the next time, bye.